If a friendship is that important to you, you don't gossip about your friends, you don't talk about your friends behind your back, you carry your friends' problems like they are your own. That's what friendship is about. Guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, hi, my name is Sharon. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch today's video. I know you guys enjoy watching the vlogs. I know that you guys eat those up. Like my views lately 1k and upwards, and I truly appreciate that, because that means we are growing. But as you can tell by the title of the video, we're going to talk about friendships today. I would have edited this bit into the vlog that's coming up, but I felt like that vlog was going to be long and we don't want that. If you watched Vlogmas, you probably know what I'm about to talk about. But if you did not, I just wanted to talk about friendships and how important they are, especially for women. This, to be honest, was triggered by a conversation I saw in one of the groups that I am in on Facebook, and I thought, you know what, we need to talk about friendships and make them as romantic as possible, the same way we talk about our marriages, our relationships with our fiancés and boyfriends. And I thought it's just as important, because guys, to be honest with you, I think that friendships they make life more bearable. I think if you find the right people, life is just beautiful. But then there's also this notion that a lot of women, especially those that are married, they say that my husband is my friend. I don't want to have friends because I feel like at some point it gets toxic. Maybe someone wants my husband, or it's just not realistic to have those kind of friendships. But for me, I tend to disagree. And before I get into today's video, I want you guys to know that what I'm going to say here is not the ultimate thing when it comes to friendships. I want this to be a debate, hence why I also wanted to film this separately. For those people that say they don't want to have friends, they don't care about friendships, they've been heartbroken enough, they don't want to get into friendships, I want to know, what is it that really happened that made you think like that? And for the people that are pro friendships, what would you share with us in regards to like having friends and having people around you, having a community, people that allow you to just build, and sometimes people allow you to just vent if you need to. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. It's not going to be too long, it's going to be short and straight. The thing that I want to say that I felt like I needed to urge you guys is make friends. Make friends the same way you're proactive about going out and dating, going on blind dates. Be also proactive when it comes to making friendships. A lot of people get their hearts broken when it comes to friendships, right? And it's almost like it's over, it's done, I never want to have friends. But imagine if you had the same mindset when it came to like dating and like proper relationships that will eventually lead to marriage. If you had that same mindset, would you be still dating at this point, or would you be married at this point? The same notion, I think, also just applies to friendship, right? To married women, especially those that are in Zimbabwe or that are Zimbabwean, I feel like there is this idea that, I've said this before, my kitchen party, it's always your husband is your friend, your kids are your friend. But what happens when your husband is busy? What happens when you can't do a certain activity with your kids? That's where friends come in. You have an emergency and you're out of town, that's where friends come in. And as much as we don't want to believe it, personally, in my experience, I count on my friends more than I count on my relatives. Because, well, when I say my friends, it's Wendy included, because I feel like she's also a friend of mine. And honestly, I feel like they are the ones that are closest to me. I see them on a weekly basis. Amadzangu, especially from my dad's side, if I'm being honest, I think when my dad passed away, unfortunately there was drama involved in that. We won't get into that, but it was almost like the end of my relationship from that side of my dad's family. And my relatives mainly are from my mom's side. I am still like talking to some of them, but it's different. They don't know where I stay, they don't know my kids, they have an idea of who I am, because some of them, they watch my YouTube videos. But do you know who is there for me when I have birthdays for my kids, when I have an emergency, when I have a function that I need support? My friends are there for me. So I feel like for the people that don't feel like they need to have friends, I think that's something you also need to consider. Also, because for the ladies that are married, I think that in as much as you have a partner, you have a husband, it's also important to have an independent life separate from your marriage. I hope that makes sense. Kuti, for instance, in my case, my husband works full-time, and on weekends he plays social football. I don't want to go there. I don't want to sit in the ground and watch him play. Like, I don't enjoy football. You guys, you know that. So that's when I hang out with my friends. That's when I do things with my kids. And then on Sundays, when he's not so busy, when he has time, or when he's not working, then that's when we hang out. So imagine a life all you depend on is your husband. All you depend on for entertainment, for hanging out, for venting is your husband. At some point, have friends, guys. That's all I'm saying. Like, have friends, have people around you. If your sisters are your friends, that's fine. If your cousins are your friends, that's fine. But have a separate relationship from your marriage, because at the end of the day, even when you fight with your husband, you need someone to go to vent to. So I think that's where the idea of friendships for me is also just as important, because to be honest, guys, I saw this conversation in the Facebook group about how most people are saying in India I'll never have friends because the concept is not realistic, whereas I tend to disagree. Like I said, if you also agree with that notion, please come in the comments, because we need to talk about it. You guys, you know, I'm passionate about this because I feel like we need to enjoy life. It's the new year. Have relationships, go out, enjoy life, like have conversations, invite your friends into your space, talk about life, pray. It gets easier instead of just carrying things on your own. That boils down to having boundaries. So when it comes to friends, I used to be one of those people who never used to have friends, guys. Like, when you would laugh at me, like, I would have a birthday and there'll be like 3 people there, there'll be like 4 people there. But at the same time, I don't feel like the idea of having friends is having 10 friends. It's impossible to have 10 friends that you're close with. Build relationships with a number that you can manage, or the number that God has blessed you with. And in those moments, you realize that friendship this friendship is for this purpose, this friendship is this purpose. It's not always that the friend that you're going to make today, you have to talk about your marriage to them. It's not everybody that you meet today that you have a spark with in regards to like friendship that you need to talk about your finances with. Certain friendships will fit certain aspects of your life, and I think that's where a lot of us make mistakes, because you have to have boundaries. You know your friend, the one that you call every time you want to go out for vibes, and you can't go to that friend and tell them about your money, because that's not what your relationship is built on. Does that mean it's a bad friendship? No, it's not. But that person really, are they going really to help you, and do you want your business to be out there like that? So sometimes the bonus ones, but you gave that person a responsibility that you were not supposed to give them in the first place. I hope that makes sense. So I think boundaries are also just as important. I'm sitting on the floor and I'm getting tired. I thought this video was going to be 5 minutes, but I know we are way past 5 minutes at this point, or maybe not. I don't know, but I'm tired of sitting. So I digressed there. I was saying friendships are very important. My friends that are in the diaspora, people that are out of Zim, build friendships so that you also have a community of people that show up for you when you need someone to babysit and you need to go out. Have those kind of friends. Have friends that you chat about plans, your new year goals, your vision boards. Have friends that you're comfortable to talk about all those things, because like I said, it makes life more bearable and it's more enjoyable. I like that there are so many events like in Zim that are coming up, like Girls Fest, Duke and Slay, all of that, and it's fun to do all those things with girls, because you will never hear men talk about, oh, and the daughter man come because come like that. It's always women who are saying, and the because this ABCD. Why do men don't have those kind of problems? And I believe that men actually fight. They do actually fight, and I think it's just not as toxic and as deep. Well, for some it could be, but I feel like the fights are everywhere. It's just how you resolve them. This year alone, with one of my friendship groups, there was a fight. There was a fight that we needed to circle back we needed to sit down and discuss it, because emotions were involved, feelings were hurt, but we went back and we discussed it. Because at the end of the day, is if a friendship is that important to you, you don't gossip about your friends, you don't talk about your friends behind your back, you carry your friends' problems like they are your own. That's what friendship is. And when you find someone who's willing to do that for you, fight for those relationships. I have lost a friend, God forbid, I don't know if anything happens to her, I know I will be very hurt, because she dropped me like a hot potato, guys, and it was very hurtful. And I know the heartbreak that comes from friendships. If she were to call me today to talk to me, to tell me what I did wrong to her, I would apologize, but she ghosted me. And I constantly, for a very long time, I would constantly text, call, and check on her. But I later on realized that I was the only one who was reaching for this friendship, and she was not doing the same thing. So you know that's when you have to let go of that friendship. She probably felt like she needed to let go of my friendship with her, because probably I said something that was offensive to her. Maybe I did something that hurt her. But I also want to believe that if my friendship was important to her, she would have sat me down and we would have discussed it, and I would have honestly apologized, because she was a really good friend to me. There's not a single day that I don't talk to her. Ask Wendy about her if you want to know who it is. You may have seen her in the vlogs, but I think that was a while ago. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say, guys. Like, shoot your shots when it comes to friendships. Build healthy relationships. Healthy relationships doesn't mean you fight. You will fight, but it's not a matter of pride. You have to sit down, you have to discuss things, because I think that female friendships are very beautiful. If you have a tribe that you can count on also, I think that's also very beautiful. I have 10-year friendships that I have built with some of my friends from way back in high school. That's Sue and Faye. I have Braai, I have Rutendo. These are people that I have met through my sister, and also you guys, you know, Chipo, but she doesn't like being called a friend, hey. So I'm not going to put her in this conversation. So that's what I wanted to just share. It's February, guys. Shoot your shots, go out, meet new girls, you know, go on dates, learn each other's interests and things that you don't like. And life is beautiful with friendship. So let's make this a conversation in the comments section. I want to hear what you guys think, and just share your thoughts. I hope you guys, you know, will pick something from this video, and I hope this video was useful. I promise you there's a vlog coming after this. I know you guys, like I said earlier, enjoy vlogs. So the next video coming up after this one will be a vlog. I'll see you guys in that video.